Grace and peace, y'all. So the Lord is driving home this need to create space for your peace and for Him. So I walked in from walking my dog and I got this beautiful story and I'm going to share it with you guys. A woman lived in a small cottage, far away from the city and away from everyone else. She did have a few friends who lived close by. She had a gentleman come in to evaluate the fact that she had no heat and winter was upon them. So winter's coming and he tells her, your heat's going to be out all winter. And the only thing that you can do to maintain having that heat is to keep everything locked up. Keep your windows closed, keep your doors closed. Because every time you open those doors, heat is going to escape. She agrees, there's nothing else she can do. Continue on. Later on that day, she happens to look outside of her window and she sees her best friend walking down the block. And she's like, oh, I want to say hi to her. She's not going to hear me with these windows closed. She takes a chance, opens the window, calls to her friend. Her friend says hi. She comes over, talks to her for a couple of minutes. She then leaves and closes the window. Then she noticed that the newspaper man had came. She sees the paper on her lawn. She's like, oh, I gotta go get my paper. She decides to finally just run out to go get the paper, leave the door open, and come back in. She's of course assuming, oh, I didn't lose that much heat today. I've been doing pretty good. Then while she's on her app, she notices that she had a few things that she didn't order from her cart. She orders these things from her cart and they get delivered immediately. She has to go out to get her deliveries, right? She runs out, gets these deliveries, bring them in one by one because they're big, and heat is escaping. Now this story is a beautiful visualization of what we're doing with our peace. We trade our peace for all of these things that we deem important and don't even question whether or not they are. We know that they'll cost us our peace. We know that they take away from our peace, and sometimes not even in a negative way, just subtly, like losing a bit of heat to open a window to say hi to a friend. And yet we do it. This is why a lot of us don't have peace, because we cannot take the time to do what we need to do in order to maintain it versus what we want to do to not feel the sensation of FOMO. So I encourage you, evaluate peace for yourself. Decide if that's really something that's important to you. Because it could very well be that the reason why you don't have peace is because you have a whole bunch of people in your life who are going to make sure to keep you from it. Or maybe you have habits that prevent you from having peace. Or maybe you just have no idea how the little things in your life are slowly leaking your peace. So at the end of the day, there's nothing left. Either way, the Lord's calling for you to look and see what you find. All right, love and light and peace.